Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. You hear the voice behind the scene, right? Behind this camera. No other than Darnisha Daniels, who sits up here and lies once again. Guys, I thank you all for your views. I just did that video yesterday. I truly thank you all for your views. Reality sets in when it's the truth about things. I can't believe that video within one day got 1.7K views. I thank you all so very much. I am watching another video here. There go the unknown Clifton, who eats every morsel of everything on the table. Keep your tongue in your mouth, please, sir. Hold on, guys. Let me turn this down and take this camera off of him, because not this morning with him. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm having a little bit of a hip problem this morning, but in God's name, I'll be okay. I'm still laying down. It's still early yet. Look at him. Hey, Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway. Again, thank you guys. I don't believe that video itself has got 1.7K views in less than a few hours or so between yesterday evening, I believe it was, or last night, or until today I checked it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. The truth will set you free. You guys see that. You seen it for yourself, that I was not exaggerating the situation or the circumstance about Clifton. You've seen it for yourself. Everyone's seen it for themselves. That makes no sense for that man to eat in that manner, eat in that way. But you know what, Darnisha Daniels? And you may come for me, and I want you to bring it. I truly want you to bring it, because you defend him in every way, okay? You were a little upset because the way he was eating, okay? You see this, as you stated, Clifton, have you ever looked back on some of the videos, watch yourself when you eat? Clifton, how does you feel when people call you gluttony, when people call you greedy, when people say, you know, you eat too fast, like you try to just sop up everything that's in the midst of the table? This man needs help. Someone in the comment box was stating that they have a child that is, you know, a little bit, I can't say, because YouTube, you got to be careful what you say, because if you don't, they'll come for you and they try to whatever, strike you or whatever, put you in jail or whatever. I don't know, put 30 days or something like that. So I'm going to be careful of how my words come out my mouth. But everyone can actually see that this man here, circumstance, and not truly okay, if you get me what I am saying. It doesn't make any sense for someone to eat that way. I'm sure that everyone who can eat love food. Okay? This man, what he did in that video was so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Excuse me, guys, I'm yawning. I not long ago woke up, had my coffee. I'm not yet ready for breakfast. I just had a half a cup of coffee with one sweet and low, and I had a banana right now for breakfast. That's what I ate just now, you know what I mean? I ate the banana because I wanted to take something for my hip, but I guess, you know, would that be enough to take a Tylenol? And don't take it on an empty stomach. Well, I'm laying down, sort of kind of relaxing, so maybe it should settle a little bit. I slept wrong, and when I twist, I know I heard something go so I'll be okay. I can stand up, I can walk and everything, but let's just get back to the situation, guys, that this man has done, that he has took upon himself He's getting totally, completely, utterly ridiculous, out of control with everything he's doing. He is an embarrassment. He is an embarrassment. And Darnisha, you know what I mean? I'm going to tell you this, sis. I blame you. This man seen that, wow, he was interested in your mother. How can you date someone that was interested in your mother, Darnisha? He was interested in your mother. Your mother threw him off on you, and you accepted it. You accepted it. Was you gullible? Was you desperate for a guy, for a man? This man seen that he had a leadway to stay in the United States of America. And he seen that you had your own apartment. And he took the initiative to step in and say, I'm going to play her. I'm going to make her think that I love her. And in reality, Darnisha, I truly, and I'm sorry to say, I don't think it's about love. I think the situation and the circumstances is about that man having a place to lay his head. He gave you some work. You accepted his work. And you guys know what I mean. He gave you some work. And all of a sudden, this man moves in with you. All of a sudden, you with this man for how many years? What, 8, 9, 10 years? All of a sudden, after you moved out the last apartment that you and your son Elijah and Elizabeth was in, and you moved into this, let me see. Yeah, I think that's when you moved to Houston, Texas. Well, you were in Texas, any rate. But I don't know if it was the next house after that or something, the next apartment after that. I can't remember. I can't vaguely remember. I'm going to kind of paraphrase that a little bit, guys. All of a sudden, this man is there. You understand what I'm saying? How can you allow yourself to deal with and go with someone who really was into your mother? He wasn't into you. So what did you do, Darnisha? Did you say, Mama, step over? Step aside. I want that. No. It didn't happen that way. Nana says she had someone. She wasn't interested in him. He wanted Nana. He didn't want Darnisha Daniels. But now Darnisha Daniels is stuck with him, okay, with 3 kids from him, biologically speaking, if they are all 3 his. Just saying. This is my channel. I give pure facts. I give the truth. I give it to you real. I don't edit, and I don't say what needs to be said. You know what I mean? I say what needs to be said. It's not that I don't say things that don't need to be said. I say things that need to be said. And this needs to be addressed, and it needs to be said. Something is wrong somewhere with either or the other. You lay up here and you have all these children by this man. Now, Darnisha, let's just take it as I don't want to say an example. Let's just take it as if Clifton is tired of it. Okay? I see that he treats my Elijah, and I'm going to defend Elijah, because you yums and everybody know that Elijah is my boy. Now, yes, Elijah eats a lot. Yes, he does. But the only reason why Elijah eats like that, because his mother filled his plate up to capacity. Okay? He's a big boy. He's a growing boy. But sis, you had to break it down. Like, don't feed him like that. Elijah eats fast, Darnisha eats fast, and Clifford eats like a purity you know what. And it makes no sense. How do your digestive system accept that? How do you digest your food? Like Darnisha said, you don't even give your body time to recognize the food, to know that the food is in your body. That man ate that steak in not even 2.5 seconds. He ate that steak in 1 minute, just prior 1 minute, because he kept looking at everything on the table, and he just kept eating and eating and eating. I'm going to get that last steak. I'm going to get that last bit of rice. And he did. He got exactly what he wanted. But in the midst of it all, he's going to wind up right back in the ER, because this man has no compassion, concern, or consideration for his life, for his health, or his strength. Darnisha can stop that, but she chooses not to stop it. You want this man to be around for his supposedly children, but yet you sit there and you let him consume everything. But at the end of the day, I think you got a little bit frustrated with him on this one. When he sat there as a man of character and asked Elizabeth to pass the steak over, Elizabeth said, not Elizabeth, I'm sorry, Isabel. Isabel was tired of the food. She was full. She didn't want any more. And he pointed his finger at them like that. You know how you do? You do like this? Like, come here. Like, give me that steak. And Isabel said no. So Darnisha says, how do you want to ask her for her steak? How do you want to want her steak? You know, Isabel, you may want that steak later. You may get hungry tomorrow and want to eat it. Clifton wasn't going for that. Clifton wanted that little girl's steak. How dare you take the food from your children's mouth? Supposedly. That was an embarrassment to the society. That was an embarrassment to the world. That you sat there, Darnisha, and I know you was embarrassed by it, and you allowed him to ask for your child's steak. Elizabeth, whom is too small and too little yet still to eat steak like that. She can't chew that steak up like we could. And Elijah removed Elizabeth's steak, and Darnisha says, where's the steak that Elizabeth had? Elijah says, you know, whatever he said, and Clifton says, you know, pointing like right there. So there was one piece of steak that was left on that white plate that Clifton scoped and watched through the whole time that he was glutting all of that food down into his stomach. Did you see how his stomach's profused out when he stood up? This man is going to have all kinds of condition. Now the doctor done told him, as she said and as she claimed, you know what I mean, that he needs to take better care of himself. Clifton has fluid. Clifton has digestive problem. Clifton has sleep apnea, and Clifton also have narrowing of his nose. Okay? The narrowing of his nose where he can't breathe like correctly. This is why he's on a C-patch. His adenoids are very, very narrow. His tongue is very, very thick in his mouth. And when he packs that food in his mouth that he barely even chews, guys, it's going to do mostly hurt, harm, and it ain't going to be mostly. It's going to do hurt, harm, and danger to his body. That doesn't make sense, that the food is not going to run away from you, that you don't have to sit there and you have to glut and eat up everything before you, you know. He doesn't like it when she feeds her son Elijah first. Watch the videos, guys, and you see all of this. When it comes down to her feet, and does she treat Elijah fair? Sometimes she's a little bit rude to my Elijah. Sometimes she can get a little rude with Elijah, like she got rude with him on the video because Clifton reached for that steak when Darnisha said, Elijah, you better get it before he do. And he went in, and Elijah was trying to get the steak with the little butter knife, but accidentally scratched her table, and she didn't like it. If anybody you should have jumped on, sis, was that thing that was sitting beside you. That person that was sitting beside you who wanted to eat up Elizabeth's steak, who wanted to eat the steak that was on the plate that he broke in half to give you, to share it with you, to take to work with you. Truth be told, Darnisha, do you really work? Okay, we seen that you graduated and whatever, but do you really work? Have you found work over there in Texas just that fast? You let that man, and you made that man stop working for you to push out all these baby by this. Oh, I wish I could say it, but YouTube, you got to be careful. You guys get what I am saying. Ain't right. Ain't right. Ain't right. You know, ain't right. He ain't right. If you get me what I'm saying. You made this man literally quit his job for you to push out all these babies. and you're probably pregnant again, but you say you're watching your carbs and you're watching your this and you ain't doing the keto and you counting the calories and this, that, and the other. Stop lying, Darnisha. That man is drinking okra water. And okra water, do you know what that does? Read about it. Especially for a woman if she drinks it. Okra water makes the lady area, get me? Real smooth, moist, and you get me? WATER, like water there. And as they intimacy, the cells catches right onto the ovaries. And woosah, there you have it. You're pregnant. Okay? Watch the video. Was drinking okra water. And that goes for him too. If they claim it's supposed to be good for you in their culture, I've never heard of it before, but oh my God. Oh, I just wish the things that I could say, but I can't. You wanted him. You got him. Nana, I commend you, my darling, that you didn't accept this man, because this man would have ate you out of house and home. Nana wasn't interested in him. He was interested in Nana. Nana threw him off on Darnisha. Darnisha, how could you accept a man who was interested in your mother and you've been with him for 8 to 10 years and then you got all these children by him? I could never ever do anything in my life like that. Sometimes she could be a little naive and rude to her mother. But that's who Darnisha is. Darnisha Daniels. Who gets on here and literally lies about this. And try to put this persona on that she's holified and sanctified and a Christian. And we know that she's none of that. This man quit his job. This man has no source of income. How do you expect to collect when you get older, Clifton? You ain't going to have nothing to collect on. What, you going to wait for those little stair steps to get grown? And as your Social Security builds up, you won't be able to enjoy it. You won't be able to even collect it because you're too busy staying home, being a home dad, working from home with your children. And quote unquote, that's a good thing. Another thing that I have noticed between Elizabeth and Brielle, the baby little Brielle, my little Brielle, whom little tummy was so full that she just kept spitting up. He overfeeds that baby. Her little tummy was hurting. She was so full and she just looked up at her mother as if to say, Mommy, what are you doing? How did you get stuck in a situation like this with this man here? Now, a lot of people try to say that Brielle doesn't look like Clifton, and she doesn't. A lot of people try to say she looks like Darnisha, but she doesn't to me. Elizabeth is the splitting. It's like that man puked her out of his mouth. The splitting image of that man, the roundness of the head, the tongue, the lip with the little crack in between her lip. Looks just like him. The complexion, everything. Everything. And the difference is that to me, what I saw in all my videos, I am a content creator. I am a YouTuber. I give it to you pure and raw. And I'm going to tell you my opinion on that. Elizabeth did not get all the attention and seen, and the unseen with Elizabeth was always on the floor and that little rocky thing, or maybe every now and again she may put her up on top of the table, but you would never see Elizabeth's little face. All of a sudden, as Elizabeth got a little older, she started to, insert her in a little bit so that you can see her. I don't know if insert is the word because that sounds a little nasty, but she started to like gradually bring her in so that you could see her. But she did not show Elizabeth as much as she showed Brielle. The moment Brielle was born, in a couple of weeks or whatever, a month or 2 months or so, Brielle was the total attraction of the attention. There's a difference between the complexion. There's a difference between the personalities with the baby Brielle and Elizabeth. Now, someone made a statement and said they seen Darnisha pinch Elizabeth or so. I've never saw that. I never saw that. But I can tell you one thing for certain, and two damn things for sure. Elizabeth was not shown as much as Brielle. Brielle is just like a button on Darnisha's shirt. Why? Is it the complexion, Darnisha? Because my little Elizabeth is dark skinned and Brielle is brown skinned? Is there a difference between the love, the compassion, and the consideration between the two? My little Isabel don't even get the attention that is required because she's growing as much as she did when neither Brielle or Elizabeth was in the scene, was in the picture. Elijah got attention, but she let this man here step and intervene in her life, who steps in the front of her son, whom he doesn't like. If you watch some of the videos how Clifton looks at Elijah, you would think and say the same thing I am saying to you all now. He does not have love for this kid. But you let Darnisha tell it, because defense, she goes in and she defends him that he loves Elijah. That's not in my story. That's not on my videos that I see when I do my content creating. He can care 2 D's about that little boy. Well, that young man, because he's not a little boy. And do Elijah like to be around him? Absolutely not. And do you guys remember when Elijah was, saying about, Clifton's birthday, and Isabel was, saying, happy birthday to her dad, and, Elijah came in with his little letter in his hand, saying how much he appreciate Clifton. Baby. She puts on this persona, and he was forced to do that. I think he was forced to do that. To just get up there and just literally speak words out of his mouth that just wasn't positivity true. Elijah doesn't care for that man. That man doesn't care for Elijah. Now that they're all the way over there in Texas, what happens now? If you watch the video, and I thank every one of you, that video got 1.7K. Less than a day. I just did that video yesterday. I thank you all, because the truth will set you free. You all seen it for yourself. You all seen it for yourself. Now, this has went beyond measure with Clifton. Really, it has. And I don't know what may have happened after that video, behind the scene of that video. Clifton may be packing his stuff and may be leaving. But then again, Darnisha, she's so infatuated and so enthusiastic over this man and just so in love with this man. I don't know what it got or what it doing to her. But whatever it is, she defends him. Elijah, okay? Now, from my understanding, I'm just saying what I heard. I'm not saying what I know. I'm just saying what I heard. From my understanding, when she had Elijah, all Darnisha wanted to do was party. Party. She wanted a party. And that Nana was the one that basically was raising Elijah. Not Darnisha. Darnisha was young when she had Elijah. And she still wanted to be out there and drinking and smoking cigarettes and doing her thing. But the situation and the circumstance, it was on Nana. Nana was raising Elijah, supposedly. Just saying what I heard, okay? What I see is some of the comments down below. Now, if that is so, and now that she has, 3 other kids by him, which is Elizabeth, Isabel, and Brielle. Think about it, guys. Think about it. Now all of a sudden there's this love, compassion, and consideration for them. But if you take the three and you separate them, Elizabeth, Isabel, and Brielle. Elizabeth, ooh, somebody out there smoking. Ooh, the cigarette stink. Elizabeth was not seen as much as Brielle. Brielle is like a button on her shirt. Oh, people say, why do I hold her? And another thing, and I'm going to go, guys. You sit up there and you have her wrapped up in that purple thing because you want to do it Clifton way. You know, their way. You know, how they do it. And you sat there and you eating hot food over this child's head. But yet when Elijah went to fix him something to eat on that video, oh boy, you better. In other words, if you slip and miss and drop that food on my baby, it's gonna be consequences that you got to face. But yet you eat hot food over this baby's head. Darnisha, I'm gonna give it to you pure and raw and 100 and uncut and unedited. Sis, get your life. Because ain't no way no baby's gonna hold a man with you. If he decides he wants to step up and he want to leave, he's going to leave. What's going to happen is she's not going to put him out. Although she's getting a little sick and tired of his mess. Clifton going to walk away. Trust me when I tell you. Why? Because she's in control. She controls him. She tells him what to do. Like she said, you know, my husband, which is not her husband. You study pushing all these babies out, which is not your husband. Are you doing that to keep him there? Because, baby, at any point in given time, if they want him to go back where he came from, he's got to go. He likes to wash clothes. You know. No, sis. He got no choice because these are the things that he has to do in order to stay there with you, in order to be in your life, because you are in control of him. You say what you say. You understand? You make him do what you want him to do. And he has to do it. And I'm not taking up for him and I'm not defending him because I'm going to still feel the same way about him that I do. Get it together. I'm going to defend Elijah, whether my little Elijah like it or not. And yes, Elijah he eats a lot. Yes, he eats very, very fast. But guys, if you've seen how that man snatched that steak up last night because he refused to let that young man have that steak. And he wanted Isabel's steak too. He wanted Elizabeth's steak too. He wanted it all. Darnisha said, go ahead, just take the steak. Robert, get out the way. Go ahead, just eat it. Just eat it. Oh, I'm going to... and rip the steak in half to share with her. What was that supposed to do, Clifton? Your belly was full to compassion. And you still was trying to pack it in. But I'm going to say this and I got to go. But Darnisha, you sit on here and you lie to your subscribers and say that he's doing better. He's eating better. All a lie. Just for views, content, recognition. You sit up there and you lie. But see, the table's going to spin and they're going to turn on you because you're yum-yum. Ooh, not my yum-yums. Sorry, yum-yums. I love y'all. Sorry, not my yum-yums. But your subscribers, they're seeing everything. I'm sure they have seen it all in that video. That man has no love, compassion, or consideration for this young man. These children, whom he be in here supposedly watching when she was supposed to be working and everything, that's a grown man who needs to have a job, who needs to be bringing in income. If Darnisha was to throw him out today or tomorrow or right now, Clifton has nowhere to go. He has no finance. He has no job. He has no place to lay his head. Man, you better act like you know. You better slow down your eating and let your children enjoy that food instead of you wanting to eat it all. Get yourself a job, because let me tell you something. It's all going to fail. Just watch and see. When they did that hot dog and Sasha, whatever those things were, and hamburger and a hot dog roll, and my Elijah wanted another hot dog, how dare you, Clifton, who sat up there and ate like no tomorrow, food hanging all out the plate. And Denisha said, where's her drink? And you get her drink, and she said, what? Because your mouth was so full of food, full to capacity, that she was embarrassed then. So what happened after the scene of that? Did she get with you? I'm sure maybe she did and maybe she didn't. She loved you so much that she's just like putting you before her children. Well, before Elijah. Elizabeth, I don't think she much as Brielle. But I'm going to give this and I'm going to go. Brielle, does she look like Clifton? She said people said that Brielle is starting to look like Clifton. Listen to what she said. She said, people say that Brielle is starting to look like Clifton. Makes you wonder, don't it, Yum Yums? And everybody else who's watching this video. Brielle doesn't look like him. Brielle doesn't look like her. She looks like Darnisha just a semi little bit. She has the structure of Darnisha's face. Okay. It was said that Elizabeth may not be Clifton's. Wow. But Elizabeth is the splitting image. The splitting image. Let me show you guys something real quick. He didn't even see. He got a touch up on Nana. Nana don't want you. Look at Darnisha. Look at Darnisha. Hold on, guys. Let me show y'all guys something. And then we're going to go. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to show you this.
I'm not sweating.
She wanted to give him a kiss. He didn't even want to kiss her. Look.
It hurts. You gotta get some mousse to like make it.
It was like it yesterday. But yeah, and raining and everything. Definitely not just comfortable.
Okay, yeah. Make sure you put a lot of mousse on it and make it defined. That because you don't want it to be baggy. So put lots of mousse on it every day.
Y'all see this? Y'all saw it, right? Y'all saw it, right? He's interested in Nana. But he was attacked by Darnisha Daniel. He was attacked by Darnisha Daniel, who said, let me show my mama what I could do. I could take him right from under. That man don't want Darnisha. That man only with Darnisha because he has a place to lay his head, because he has nowhere else to go. He has no other home. He has no other place to go. His daughter wound up in the army somewhere, which Darnisha claims and that she thinks that she was pushed to that, and I do too. Baby girl just came to the States, and all of a sudden you jump up and you go in the army just like that. She had no time to think. Alright guys, so if you guys understand this video, like this video, share this video like you guys shared my video yesterday. I couldn't believe it this morning when I woke up and I seen 1.7K on that one. I've never in one day over hours have gotten 1.7K views in a video. I thank you all so much, because you know that Anastasia come to you and I give it to you pure and raw and uncut and unedited. I am not cutting out anything. I'm going to speak it if I hear it. I'm going to speak it if I see it. On that note, I love you, Yum Yum. Stay positive, stay blessed. Keep that peace. Stay out of trouble and let no hurt, harm, or danger come against you. Always remember that God is the head of our life. He's first and foremost in my life. And He's first and foremost in your life. He wakes you up each and every day, morning, noon, evening, night. And what do we say? Good morning, Jesus. How I love you so much. Thank you, God. Guys, Saturday, if God's willing, and allow me to wake up, breathe it, see it, hear it, live it. It's Anastasia's birthday, July the 25th. Come on in the room and support this channel. Send me a happy birthday. You guys can send Anastasia a little token of love through my Cash App. Quaker Oaks 257. That is my Cash App. I want to see those Cash Apps pouring in. If any other time y'all want to do it, come on, bring me some love for my birthday. My birthday is Saturday, guys, July the 25th. Come on in that Cash App and send Anastasia GHIRADELLI some love, because I'm bringing you guys the videos and you can bring Anastasia some love. All right, July the 25th, Saturday coming up this week, is my 67th birthday, if the good Lord allows me, Anastasia GHIRADELLI'S World, to see it. All right, guys, loving you guys so much. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Reach over there and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of all the Anastasia GHIRADELLI'S World's videos. All right, and push like and push all. Have an amazing, a wonderful, prosperous day. Today is Tuesday. How they call it? Taco Tuesday. But I ain't doing no tacos because I'm going to, Lord's willing, today for my dinner, I've been craving some Brussels sprouts. I'm going to roast them. Oh, they're so good, guys. And guess what? I have not had a piece of red meat, like red meat, in a long time. So I'm going to cook me a steak, a small little steak. I may do the video and I may show you guys. Okay? And I'm going to, of course, eat me a white potato this time. But I'm going to just put a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, my chipotle season on there, and a little bit of pepper on there, and eat my unsalted little butter on there for my dinner. And that's what I'm going to have, if Lord's willing. I love Rara, you want to be seen partially. Hey, look at Rara. Y'all say good morning, Rara. Because Rara just got to be in the video. I can't show the rest of Rara because Rara toe up. She toe all the way up, guys. Rara, I need a new Rara, but I love Rara. All right, guys. So, love you guys. So, have an amazing, wonderful day. Long video, but just enjoy the video. If you agree, leave your comments down below. Your comment is your comment, and I can't take that away from you. Love you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye, guys.